Yo, it's Mike Sick. We're at the HQ right now in Atlanta, Georgia. Listen, there's no substitute for hard work. Any successful person in this world will tell you that, and that rings the same for music and the entertainment business. Today, jazz and hip-hop producer and artist Robert Glasper came to the HQ courtesy of Day One Radio and Live Hip Hop Daily to promote his new album with Terrace Martin called Callagically Speaking. They're also doing a show tonight at Variety Playhouse, which I'm gonna try to slide in and check out and get some footage. Anyway, I asked him about how do you stay productive and creative, what's one lesson that you learned that you can pass down so we don't have to make the same mistake, and what does hard work look like in spite of success. So he takes us into his world and his tour life and schedule on how he gets to the bag. Check it out. Yo, it's Mike Sick, Renaissance Hustler, here at Live Hip Hop Daily, man. With this guy, Peck Strong.
I'm in here, Peck Strong. You see the biceps too? We all up in here.
Yo, man, homie Robert Glasper, collegially, was it
Callagically speaking. I made that shit up. I made that word up. Callagically does not exist. You know what I mean? But collagically, it's like a collage. So you're speaking in collage terms.
And it makes sense.
Boom. Exactly.
That's out right now. Y'all pick that up. Robert Glasper, Terrace Martin, yo. So this is for Renaissance Hustler blog. Again, like we're a benchmark to serve to the youth so they can learn from our mistakes or our lessons. So I'll keep it real short, man. What's something that, how do you stay productive and creative, first of all?
Well, number one, I stay around productive and creative people.
Okay.
I think that's a real important thing because a lot of people got cats they hang out with. If you got cats you can go hang out with and go to the club with and kick it with on that level, there should be somebody in your circle or a few people in your circle that you can do some business with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or you can create with. Because if there's nobody in your circle that you can create your art with or do business with or whatever you're doing, you need to think about your circle again.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I am. If you look at my circle, it's cats doing productive stuff. So when they're doing stuff, they include me in what they're doing. They have ideas for me. So when I feel stuck, it's not always on me. Terrace will come and be like, yo, I got an idea. Yeah. Come to the studio right now and get on Kendrick Lamar album or something. You know what I mean?
Right,
that's literally how it works with my circle. So I think the most important thing is, try to surround yourself with people who are doing productive things. Because if you're the only person doing, people say, people do say that, your circle, if you look around your circle, that's kind of how you're gonna end up with those kind of people who are in your circle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So try to stay productive on your own, but also create, surround yourself with productive people, and that will keep the energy flowing, and you'll never just be sitting there bored.
A lot of people know what the fame looks like, but they don't know what the work looks like.
Right.
Can you just paint a short picture of maybe your professional, your experience, what the work actually looks like to get to a bag? Because everybody thinks that, they see somebody with numbers on social, or they see somebody doing a concert on an album that, everybody's rich, or they see the fame, they don't know what that process of the work looks like. What's that look like?
It's hard to explain that literally right here in one sitting, but I mean, bro, my first real record that people knew about that popped me off was in 2011 called Black Radio.
Right.
But I've been grinding since 1999. You know what I mean? Doing shows at bars with my group with just the bartender there.
Right.
For years.
Oh, yeah, I know about that.
No one there, but it gave me a chance to just work on my craft, you know what I mean? And then, once you start that though, it's like, you gotta really think about, you have to give up certain things. I have to stop playing with certain people so I can separate myself and be a thing. You know what I mean? So you have to know what to say no to. When you say no to things, it makes you broke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta live that life. I lived the life of being broke for many, 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 many years. You know what I mean? But it paid off in the end.
And that's all for the process.
That's all for
do what you can
for
do.
the process, exactly. And you got to sit around and think and have a plan. You know what I mean? Like, what's the plan? Don't just go with it. Have some sort of plan, and then you'll go with it. But you have a sort of idea of what path you want to go. You know what I mean? So you got to really sit down and be like, what do I want to accomplish? That's the main thing. What do I want to accomplish? And then you figure out, how do I get there? You know what I mean? But you have to understand all the pitfalls that are going to happen and all the things that you have to sacrifice. Yes. You know what I mean? And especially even now, now that I am an artist and I'm doing my thing, it's like, bro, I barely get time to myself. You know what I mean? I have a kid. You know what I mean? I have a son. I barely get time to myself. I'm always grinding, trying to, the more once you start doing stuff, the more demand is going to be on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like besides between all the interviews and between all the touring and the planes and the trains and automobiles, because that's what you really get paid for, the travel. And then when you finally get somewhere, you know, my average tour day is I fly somewhere, you know, you land, you go to sound check, you do a pile of interviews, you do a show, you find something to eat real late after the show, and 3 hours later you're hopping on a plane early in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock lobby call in the hotel to get on another plane, to fly, to land, maybe sneak a nap, an hour or two nap in, interviews, sound check, more interviews, shows, you know, and that just becomes your life.
It's not just the show. The show is the easy part.
The show is when I can take a breath and be like, are you eating those blueberry Captain Crunch?
Bro, I was
Almond milk too.
They got almond milk here too?
Cold almond milk.
They could have been eating that during the interview. That would have been awesome.
Hey man, I was bugging when we started pouring that cereal. We're gonna try this.
That's crazy.
So last question, man. What's maybe a mistake that you could redo or a lesson that you learned that somebody doesn't have to make themselves or go through themselves?
I would say, you know, always. Well, one lesson that my mentor Herbie Hancock told me, you know, he told me, you know, for me, you know, music is what you do. A person is who you are. And always remember you're a person first. You know what I mean? Because relationships mean everything, especially in everything. You know what I mean? In nothing if you're the best, do you rise to the top all the time. It has other stuff to do with it. You know what I mean? Especially when we do music. The best people don't always get the bag. But if you have the right relationships, you can. But you can be mediocre and have all the right relationships too. You know what I mean? And make it. You know what I mean? But relationships mean everything. You just have to, you know, be humble and know that a gift can be taken away from you anytime. So know that you're a person first and what you do is second. And that, I think that will help guide you through the rest of your process, because people just want to help you because of who you are.
Facts. My homie Nick Love said, be first, be better, or be different. But what that sounds like is overall, just be cool.
Be cool, man. 100%. But yeah, man, I can't, especially for me, I got bands and stuff. We got to be on the road with each other for months at a time, and we got to be around something. You become a family when you go on tour. I can't be around somebody that's an arrogant asshole or some shit on tour. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather take a guy that's less talented but cool.
No doubt, y'all. Robert Glasper, Callagically Speaking, is out now. Him and Terrace Martin, R plus
R equals now. Out today.
Got that. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
No problem, brother.
Thank you, man. Have fun
at the show. So he talks about locking in with people that keep you motivated and creative and that can get you to the bag. I feel that. And also to his point about life happening on the road, I mean, a show is going to be an hour or 2 hours long, but you might have to travel 8 hours to get somewhere, and that's a tour schedule. And if you're not cool with the person that you're touring with, or y'all just don't get along, it's going to be a problem. I resonated with that because I was a part of a production, and we took everything on the road. It was a great show, great response, but ultimately we just didn't get along, and we were making long-term plans for this production and this show, but ultimately it just didn't work out. And you know, it is what it is, but keep that in mind too when you try to make plans and future plans and build with people. Like, do you truly get along? Are they your friends? Can you be cordial? These are things to think about when you're going out to try to get to the bag and try to do what you love, which is make music or create art. If you have people around you, do you get along? And also, you gotta look in the mirror and be like, yo, am I a dickhead? Am I cool? Do I need to tone it down? Always look at yourself in the mirror first before you look at other people. For today, right now, you see all this Adidas I'm dripping in right now. I have an event with Adidas at Apache Cafe. It's called Adidas Sound Labs, and it's an open mic competition where we selected 10 artists to compete for one chance to go to the Greatest Day Ever Festival in New York City and to be mentored by Pusha T. So I'm gonna head over there and do the damn thing. Y'all stay tuned for that video because there's gonna be a lot of people in the building, man. We got Lord North from Awful Records, Danny Wolf, who's like 21, he's producing everybody's shit.
Head Crack from Dish Nation, also Black Jordan to be there. So I'm gonna try to get some game from them, get them on camera and see what they got to say, y'all. So stay tuned for that video. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Turn on the post notifications. Holla at your boy on Twitter, Instagram, MICXSIC, Mike Sick, Renaissance Hustler. Till next time, y'all stay productive and creative.